Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ShutInVamp, and in today's episode, we are gonna try and guess if it's real or a cake. Okay, garlic. I'm gonna say it's real. It looks real. That has to be real.
That garlic is cake.
It's a cake?
Squishy unicorn.
How?
Real or cake?
Squishy unicorn. That is real. I don't think you can make a cake looking that real, please.
Let's give it a squish.
Yes, I got it right.
It's real. Roomba.
Roomba.
Real or cake?
Real.
It is a cake.
What?
Bag of Doritos.
Bag of Doritos.
Real or cake?
Real. Yes.
Real. Silly string.
Cake.
Real or cake?
What?
Real. Piping bag. Real or cake?
Cake.
It is cake.
Yes.
Dry erase board. Real or cake?
Real.
This one's real.
Yes.
Sponge. Real or
I'm
cake?
winning, guys. Sponge. Real.
That is a sponge cake.
God
How
dang
about this
it.
grilled cheese?
Grilled cheese.
Cake.
Real.
It's cake.
Dang it, it's a cake.
Purse. Real or
Purse.
cake?
That looks like a cake.
That one's a real purse. Even
What?
though
It was a real purse.
toy.
Real.
Or cake? It's real.
Ha!
Popcorn. Real or cake?
Cake.
It's
Yes.
But the popcorn's real, so does that make it real? Chocolate milk. Real or cake?
Cake. Yes, it looked like a
This
cake.
one's a cake. Speaker. Real or cake?
Real.
That is a real
Yes.
speaker. Sponge. Real or cake?
Real.
It's
Yes.
real. Butter spray. Real or cake?
Fake.
It's cake.
Yes, cake. I meant cake.
Milk. Real or cake?
Real milk. Damn.
It's cake. Plant. Real or cake?
Real plant. Ha
It's a real fake plant. Dutch oven. Real or cake?
Real.
It's cute, it's little, and it's real.
Yes.
Rubik's Cube. Real or cake?
Real.
It's
Yeah.
glue. Real or cake?
Real. What? This is a ripoff.
Butter. Real or cake?
Butter. Real. Yes.
That is real butter. Nut. Real or cake?
Cake.
It's a
Yeah.
cake. Toilet paper. Real or cake?
Real.
That's real teepee. Onion. Real or
No,
cake?
that has to be real.
That is a
Yeah.
real onion. Delicious
I'm getting better.
meal. Real or cake?
Real. Are you freaking
That is a cake.
serious?
And the corn is a ho-ho.
What is a ho-ho? What's a ho-ho?
Apple. Real or
A
cake?
real apple. Yes.
Apple is real. Jar of sauce.
That looks
Real
like
or
a cake. Yes. I'm better at this than I thought.
It's a cake. Ranch. Real or
Real
cake?
ranch.
It is real.
Yes.
Black.
Guys,
Real
I
or
am
cake?
so good. Cake.
Real.
What?
Boot. Real or cake?
That looks like a cake.
That is a cake.
Yeah.
Toy tractor. Real or cake?
I don't know. It's a cake. My
Cake.
mind stopped for a second.
Squishmallow. Real or cake?
Real. What?
This little guy is a cake. Beetle. Real or cake?
That's a cake.
I am happy to say that this one's a cake. Monkey squishy. Real. Or
Real.
cake? Let's squish it. It's real. Banana. Real or cake?
Real. Yes.
It's real. Bag. Real. or
Real.
cake? I didn't want to use the knife on this one. Side Surf Cake Studio hat.
That
Real
looks
or
like a cake. Yes.
This one is a cake. Sunscreen. Real or cake?
Real.
It's real.
Yes.
Orange. Real or
Cake. It's obvious it's a cake. Yeah.
Cake.
Ice cream. Real or cake?
Cake.
That's
Yes.
a cake. Another Side Surf Cake Studio hat. Real
Cake.
This
What?
one's real. Cabbage, real or cake?
Cake. Yeah.
Cake. A stack of cups. Real or cake?
Real. What?
This one's a cake. A cupcake. Little mini cheeses. Real or cake?
Real.
Little
Ah,
cake. A mug. Real
that's
or cake?
real.
This mug is
Yes.
real. Snow cone. Real or cake?
Fake. It's
It's a
a
cake.
cake.
Dragon poppet. Real or cake?
Real.
It's real. Ramen. Real or
Real.
cake? It's
Yeah.
real. Miniverse cheeseburger. Real or cake?
Cake. What?
Real. Pringles. Real or cake?
Real. What?
It's a cake. Stack of styrofoam bowls.
Guys, this
Real or cake?
they're messing with me. Stop. Oh, they're messing with me. Oh, there's no way. There's no way.
Stack of
Bowls,
styrofoam
these
bowls.
are
Real or cake?
real. They're real.
They are real.
Yes.
Energy drink. Real or cake?
Real.
Real. Pink bag. Real or cake?
That's a cake.
This time it's a cake.
Obviously.
There's that real one from earlier.
Oh,
Brown,
what?
Real or cake?
Real.
Real.
Yeah.
Light bulb. Real or cake?
Cake.
It's a cake.
Yeah.
Gelatin top. Spicy chicken sandwich. Real or cake?
That looks like real.
It is a cake.
What?
Markers. Real or cake?
Real.
Cake.
What?
Ramen. Real or cake?
Cake.
Cake.
Yes.
Sidewalk chalk. Real or cake?
Real.
The chalk is cake and the sidewalk's cake.
What? The sidewalk too? You can't do that. You can't. That's cheating. Oh my god, I didn't know cake can look so realistic.
Mentos. Real or cake?
Real.
They're real.
Yes.
Watercolor paints. Real or cake?
Real.
Cake.
What?
Miniverse ice cream sundae.
What is that?
Real cake.
That's cake. Yeah.
Groceries. Real or cake?
Real.
That bag is
How is
cake.
that bag a cake?
Pop it. Real or cake?
Real.
It's
Yes.
real. Cat squishy. Real or cake?
Real.
Let's squish it.
You lied to me. They were real this whole time.
Miniverse cheeseburger. Real or cake?
Those are cakes.
The one on the left is a cake. Orange. Real or cake?
That looks like a real orange.
It's a cake.
It's a cake.
YouTube Creator Award. Real or cake?
That real.
It's real.
Oh, I thought
Green
you was about to
pepper,
say
real
it was a cake. Real.
It's a cake.
It's a freaking cake. Why? Oh, I can't with these cakes. Okay. They're going by too fast. Oh my god.
Shoot.
Okay.
Real or cake?
Real.
It's a cake. I didn't use
How
my
is it a
signature
cake?
buttercream on this one. Sandwich. Real or cake?
Real.
I did use my green buttercream on this one. Honey.
What?
Real or cake?
Real.
It's a cake. I think
Oh
I made it a
my
little too green.
goodness.
Curling iron. Real or cake?
Real.
This one is real.
Yes.
Tomato. Real or cake?
Cake.
It's a real tomato.
dang it.
Green pepper. Real or cake?
The
That pepper is a cake. All right, maybe
it's going back to
cup
the
of coffee. Real or
real.
cake? It's real.
Yes.
I like McDonald's coffee. Nintendo Switch. Real or cake?
Real.
That baby's a cake.
What?
And the screen is edible. Lava lamp. Real or cake?
The cake. That looks like.
That lava lamp is a cake.
If you was gonna say real.
Let's take a moment to appreciate these cake cutting sounds, shall we?
Okay.
Hat. Real or cake?
Real.
That is a real hat.
Yes.
Hairbrush. Real real or cake?
Real.
It's a cake.
What?
I made edible hair with
Even the hair?
Delicious.
carrots. Real or cake?
Real.
These are real carrots.
Yes.
I'm surprised I've never made a carrot cake. Mushroom. Real or cake?
Real.
It's real.
Yes. Okay, give me a second. Oh my God, she only gives you 2 seconds to decide if it's real or cake.
Watermelon. Real or cake?
Real.
This one's real. But I
Yes.
have to admit, it kind of looks fake. Tortillas.
Real.
They're real. It's awkward to cut
Yes.
things that are placed in the middle of a table. Mushroom. Real or
Real.
cake? Wait, we already did mushroom. Only this time it's a cake.
Dang it.
Frozen pizza.
Real.
I kind of messed with you guys on this one because the left side is cake, but the right side's actually
Wait, are
pizza.
you freaking serious? It looks like the whole pizza.
Bowl of cereal. Real or cake?
Real.
It's real, but could definitely be made into a cake too.
Liar.
Real or cake?
You said this was a cake.
It is a cake. I love the way it cracked when I cut it. Tub of butter.
Real.
Cake. It's a
Dang
cake.
it.
Wait, it's not butter either. Candle. Real.
Real.
It's real. I
Yes.
was thinking the wick might give that one away. Boot. Real. Cake?
Real.
This boot.
How is it a cake?
Can of corn.
Real.
Cake. That is a real can of corn. AirPods.
Real.
Cake. They're real. And I hope I didn't scratch. How about another lemon?
Oh,
Real or
cake.
This lemon is also real.
Dang it.
Sprinkles. Real or
Real
cake?
sprinkles.
Let's listen to this cut.
It's a freaking cake.
Slice of cake. Real or cake?
What? It's
The cake is
Yeah.
a cake.
yes.
But did you know that the candles and cakes
No,
stand are
I did
edible too?
not. I did not know that. This girl here.
Ice cream. Real or cake?
Real.
It's a cake.
What?
Cherries. Real or cake?
Real.
Whoa, cherry splatter. It's juicy and real. Strawberry. Real or
Cake.
It's a very tiny cake. Bike helmet. Real or cake?
Cake.
And that would be a cake. I love when I make objects that are supposed to be hard, but actually they're squishy cake. A shoe.
It looks
or
real.
cake? This one's real.
Yes.
Hat. Real or cake?
Real.
That hat is real. I stuffed it with paper towels. A tie-dye top. Real or cake?
Cake.
That is a cake.
Yes.
And yes, the hanger is also edible.
What, the hanger too?
Onion. Real or cake?
I
I promise I didn't just cover a cake
I don't
in real
know.
onion skin. I made that skin with edible paper. Sweatshirt.
Real.
That is a real
Yes.
sweatshirt. The link is purple because you visited.
Best shirt ever.
Broccoli. Real.
Real.
This broccoli.
Yes.
Real. Asparagus. Real.
Real.
Cake. This bundle is a
What?
cake. Squishy cake. I've got 3 apples here. Which one's a cake?
Okay, which one's a cake, guys? Which one is a cake? I would say the middle.
It's not that one.
What?
That one's real.
How you knew I was
This
gonna
one's a
say the middle?
Can you tell which of these 2 hot dogs is a cake?
Right.
It's the dog.
It
on
was the left
How about these
one.
avocados? Which one's a cake?
Ew.
It's not that one.
Move the knife. The one in the back. The one on the leftish. No, I
I
the
played a little
one
trick
up
on you
there.
guys
Dang
today,
it.
Because this one's a cake too.
That one. I didn't even think that one was a cake.
Out of these 4 fishing lures, which one's a
Okay. The red one.
cake? This little guy is actually a little cake. Which one of
What?
these sweet potatoes is actually
Oh my God, they all look like a sweet potato. The one in the back, the fat one.
a cake? That one's not a cake.
Damn.
It's the one right behind it. I even made the little roots edible. Which one of these pears is a cake?
One on the right, the first one. Yes.
Pear cake was really fun to make. Oh, this is a good one. Which one of these garlics is a cake?
Okay. Garlic. The one on the right, the back one.
I really like the sound
you
of this
serious?
cake cutting. Which one of these products is a cake?
The weird bubbly one.
This one's another tricky one because the soap's cake, the soap dish is cake, and the tree
What
stumps
the
cake. Which one of these dog bones?
Middle.
That would be the bone
Dang
on the bottom.
it.
One of these lemons.
Okay. The one in the back.
Did you choose this
No,
one?
I did not. I did not choose that one.
Which of these 2 locks
The red one.
is a cake? It's the
Are you
silver one.
freaking?
Ew, raw chicken.
Ugh. They both look like raw chicken. None of them look like cake. The one on the left
Which one's
looks
a cake?
more of a brown.
Looks
Are
gross,
you
tastes
serious?
delicious.
The one that looked more raw is the one that's a freaking cake.
Which of these 3 pickles is actually a cake?
Okay, the pickles, the baby one.
And that isn't even
Really?
pickle juice, it's simple syrup.
The biggest
Just
one.
one of these bananas is a cake.
The one on the
It's
right.
not this one.
What?
Or this one. Let's cut these last 2.
It was.
This one's a real banana, and this one's a cake.
I can't do this. I'm stressed. I'm stressed out, guys. She makes way too much of a realistic cake. If y'all want to check out Side Surf Cake Studios, y'all should go watch her videos. Alright, everyone. That's the end of today's episode. Did y'all get most of them right? Did y'all get most of them wrong? I believe that I got most of them wrong. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!